It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Monday Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. On this, the 26th day of February 2026, coming to you from a season in County. It was like 42 degrees when I checked earlier today, going up to 65. So nice day today. It's going to get cold again tomorrow, but it's going to be really warm outside today. Of course, the lead story, we're going to be talking about the Carnival Jubilee's naming ceremony. A Norwegian ship was quarantined in Mauritius. Giant pandas to return. A second Disney crew member arrested. Carnival celebration rescues 21. The Sky cancels Red Sea cruise. And I don't know if I blinked off on the signal, folks. We're having some internet issues today. Just letting you know that ahead of time because it keeps blinking off and spinning and then getting back to it. All right, if you're listening via the podcast, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News. There's always a link in the description of the podcast so you can jump over to the video feed anytime you would like to do that to check out pictures or clips or interviews on that day's show. All right. Rochelle, my buddy Rochelle, who's been in Asia for some time, is in Manila, which is the mixture of the very new and the very in 1606, which is that's unbelievable. All right, Hot Air Tom had some breaking news over the weekend. He was supposed to be him. No, that's the Carnival Paradise in Tampa. He was supposed to go on the Dolphin Cruise, which is from this thing that they broke the engine or something. I don't know. So anyway, he didn't get to go on the Dolphin Cruise. That would have been Saturday, I believe, or maybe Sunday morning. That was oh, there it is. Enchantment of the Sea, which was parked along next door. So, and there was a bit of a story about he and Cindy going to dinner. Let's see if I can pull that up here for I can, because I'll never get all. Along a river walk that was really nice. Took about 5 minutes. At 10:10, It took about 5 minutes at 10:10 to get through security and get checked in. They were then seated in the wheelchair area. So dinner last night was most unusual. They went to the aft main dining room about 6:45. Only one of the aft elevators goes down to deck 6. People had beepers, pagers to get into the main dining room, but the system wasn't working. So they went around the corner to the midship elevator. So they opted to go to the buffet, and they went to the buffet upstairs, and there wasn't a soul. It was empty. So everybody on the Jade was in the main. They had carved beef brisket with horseradish that was very tasty. They had lunch at Oceans yesterday. Was unfamiliar with wings and asked me to show her the item on the menu. I think we might have a bunch of fresh off the import boat staff. Well, sorry about that. So anyway, all right. The top story today, of course, this weekend was the big weekend for the Jubilee. Carnival Jubilee was christened, hosted by the ship's own resident Texan, cruise Jubilee's official home port of Galveston, Texas. Jubilee is the first ship to have been christened in Galveston. Present were cruise officials and special guests, including Carnival Jubilee ceremonial godmother, Gwen Stefani. Ceremony. Carnival Jubilee is the first new-built cruise ship to home port in Galveston, and the first and only cruise ship to don the Star of Texas on her bow. On liquefied natural gas, LNG, coming in at 182,000 gross registered tons, Carnival Jubilee can carry 5,282 people. More stories after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, the next story today comes from Norwegian. Passengers temporarily unable to disembark or board after several people became ill. Guests aboard Norwegian Cruise Line's Norwegian Dawn are being denied debarkation at the conclusion of the current sailing, a 12-night one-way sailing from Mauritius. Local authorities have made the difficult decision to quarantine the ship due to gastrointestinal illness on board and are exercising an abundance of caution to ensure it's not a cholera outbreak. I can't. Due to the additional tested needing, the government of Mauritius has delayed disembarkation for the current cruise and embarkation for the next cruise by 2 days until tomorrow, February 27th. Roughly 100 people aboard the A spokesman for Mauritius Health Ministry said earlier another 15 had more complicated systems and had to be quarantined. The vessel wasn't allowed to dock at Port Louis, requiring local officials to travel to the ship by a small boat. Crew members skipped the stop at the neighboring Reunion Island in the southern Indian Ocean, according to a statement from Mauritius Port Authority. It reached Port on Sunday, and that now is delayed until today. All right. California became the first state in the United States to welcome a new pair of giant China. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance announced that it has signed a cooperative agreement with the Chinese Wildlife Conservation Association and filed a permit application with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. According to California and China share deep cultural and economic ties, and we look forward to the opportunity to again welcome these iconic bears to the Golden State, said Governor Gavin Newsom, who led a week-long visit to China last October. We're proud to continue our long history of working together towards shared goals. All right, I don't know if back in the days when Ling Ling and Sing Sing or Ling Ling and whatever the other one's name was, but I remember going to the zoo to see them, and I was just absolutely fascinated by the giant pandas. So I was influential on me back then. So I hope the generation come along now gets a chance to do just that. All right, so the had two stories last week on the Carnival Legend. In addition to the propulsion difficulties that lowered the ship's cruising speed temporarily, required a further diversion to shore. Combined, the two issues have delayed the ship's return to Baltimore by a full day, and the next sailing will be operated as a 6-night sailing rather than so it's and apparently the issue that affected the forward speed has been taken care of. Miami New Times crew member, come on, where's the mouse? A second Disney crew member on the Disney Dream cruise ship was a special agent with the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and Homeland Security Investigations, boarded the Disney ship and arrested the 28-year-old Disney crew member after reviewing his internet devices and finding with children between the approximate ages of 6 and 14. 2 weeks ago, it was reported that a Homeland Security task force arrested Disney crew member having sex. All right. A maritime encounter unfolded on the Carnival Cruise Line's Carnival's immigrants embarking on a perilous open water journey, prompting a swift response from the crew. On Saturday, passengers aboard the Carnival celebration witnessed a rescue The ship's crew spotted the distressed vessel carrying the migrants while en route to Port Miami, Florida. Captain Vincenzo Alcaraz made the announcement at 4:28 p.m. Passengers gathered on deck as the ship to the small boat. Identified as Cubans by the U.S. Coast Guard, these migrants were not ordinary travelers, but individuals seeking refuge and a better future amidst the vast expanse of the sea. I'm not sure why they're making some distinction there, but then that's just me. All right, Norwegian Cruise Line is canceling several cruises on board the Norwegian Sky. Conflicts in the Red Sea region. We have been monitoring the situation, the company said in a statement, since it would escalate. We have made the decision to alter the published itinerary scheduled to transit through the region. With this in mind, we have made the decision to cancel Norwegian Sky's voyage previously scheduled for November 4th, November 20th, and December 4th. Virgin Voyage will deploy a new level of pretty crew, becoming the first cruise line to deploy SES Cruise M-powered plus Starlink Pro service, according to a press release. Combining unmatched connectivity of up to 1.5 gigabytes per ship, enabling Virgin Voyages sailors to enjoy exclusive passenger experiences, the companies have announced in a statement. Can share their cruise experiences live and in real time via social media and video calls while enjoying the connected experience that Virgin Voyages offers. Over and see who's fussing at me in the chat room today. All right, guys, it looks like, hey, Laura's here up in Ottawa. Hey, Laura, how was my appointment? Well, it sucked. Weekend, I did one live stream on Saturday, and then did one of the news shorts yesterday. Basically, 6 months ago, capacity was 41%, which means I've lost 20% of my lung capacity. The doctor, Dr. Jennifer, I checked with the pharmacy on my way home. I found out it was $490 for 3 weeks. And I said, I can't afford that. So she had said if it was too expensive to let her know, which of course said if I still had some of the treatment stuff from the last time I tried the nebulizer, to start using that. So I did that over the weekend. I had 4 treatments on, and I've done 2 treatments this morning. And as it did before, it started me coughing. So I've got another call into Dr. Jennifer to see if she wants me to continue. I'm better. I don't know. So I've got some more questions to ask. So basically, Laura, to answer your question, the appointment Friday sucked. It was not a good appointment. Again, or I might just have to live with it as it is. So again, as long as I'm sitting still, I'm okay. But 5 or 6 steps, even with the oxygen going, floor. Hot Air Tom's with us. He's out there on the Jade. Sonny's with us down in Mississippi. Cindy's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Cindy. But anyway, happy birthday, Cindy. I hope you have many, many more. Gretchen's with us. I'm 66. It's not so bad. She says happy birthday to Cindy as well. Friend, been out there doing any fishing? Gary's a big bass fisherman, folks. He and I talk bass fishing some on our cruises. I watched I figured it was the internet on the Jade. We are just north of Havana, headed to the Dominican Republic. Another sea day Tuesday, the Dominican Republic on Wednesday, Puerto Rico on Thursday. Come back on from what I can see. You are freezing up, Chillie. Sorry about that. Again, I know I'm having bad internet today. Gary says, thank you, Katie. I thought the freezing was my internet provider. Route this morning. Apparently, it's going out and coming back in. I was on 5G and hotspot. So, Steve's with us. Hi, Steve. Sonny says, hit the thumbs up. Katie says, you're still breaking up some. Todd's with us again today. Good morning, Todd. Good to have you back. Seems like an internet issue, freezing video and audio. Yep, I know. And I'll work on it, but I'm not sure what I can do. Try unplugging your modem and router for from my kayak. Very nice. Very nice. Lovely day on the water. I like that. And Emily says, hello to Laura. Good to see you. Again, we'll try rebooting again. I might have to call the company on this one since we've done it once today. and you said 30 minutes. We only did it for 30 seconds. Unplugged longer. So I will try that. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Again, thanks for being with me. And as who said that anyway? Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, that'll get the Wi-Fi thing fixed before tomorrow. All right, that's it for today, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel. I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, chilly chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.